Good evening and thanks for watching CMTV. As always, at this time, your tech takes the airwaves, and I'm Marius Kimboy. This comes to you live from Hotel Goshen here in Eldoret. Tonight, I have women in the house. You've been crying for women. I decided to go as by your call. And I have 3 women in the house. They are going for MCA seat in respective wards within Uasin Gishu County. From my extreme left, I have Honorable Constancia Chelimotanu, who is going for an MCA seat in Ruma Ward, that is in Tarbo constituency in the county of Uasin Gishu. And then next to her, we have Honorable Pamela Rahunga, who is going for an MCA seat also in Tarbo constituency, and that is Kiplombe Ward. And my extreme right, I have Honorable Gaudensia Okoth, who is going for an MCA seat also in Tarbo constituency. The ward is Kapsaos Ward. Welcome so much to the studios, Weshimiwa. Beginning with Honorable Constancia, why are you going for this seat of an MC?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kimboy. I am a woman, and I believe all women are leaders behind the scene. And I've been a very active girl, mother, and daughter since my childhood. Way back when I was in primary school, I used to be a class prefect. Went to the school head girl, YCS. So that leadership, I believe I'm a born leader.
So that is what is pushing you for this seat. What are you, Honorable Pamela? Why this seat of an MCA?
Thank you, Mr. Kimboy. My name is Pamela, as you have said. I'm vying for Kiplombe Ward. Being to vie for that seat, I've been a leader since I was born. Up to now, I'm a Mama Director, Kamkunji PAG. I've been a Vice Chair, Maendeleo ya Wanawake, Tarbo constituency. To add on that, I've been doing sensitizing women into leadership since all through of my life. So for that, I was touched so that I can even come to run for this seat in Kiplombe to assist my people.
Honorable Gaudensia.
Thank you, Mr. Kimboy, for this chance. I've taken my history all through, from the family level, even to my real life situations. There's leadership. Professionally, I'm a nurse, and I've been privileged to hold leadership position all through. At the same time, being a trained community nurse, I identify myself fully with the needs of the community. And there are various issues which have moved me, pushed me to go for this seat of an MCA. Thank you.
Now, if I may ask you, Shimiwa, let me start with Honorable Pamela. What do you feel that you have for these people of Kiplombe, where you wish now that this is what is pushing me to go and do for them?
Thank you, Mr. Kimboy. Let me tell you, in Kiplombe, I've been staying in Kiplombe throughout for almost 20 years. What I have experienced in Kiplombe, for sure, it has been difficult even for me to account for it. And that is why I came for it. I have the manifesto, I have the heart to assist my people of Kiplombe. You can see Kiplombe, it has been headed with men throughout. And let me tell you, the problem we had in Kiplombe, it really needs a woman like Pamela who can be touched about it.
What is that is pushing you to see a woman to become a leader?
Let me tell you, the problem in Kiplombe, they are different. Because Kiplombe is a huge ward, as I can say about it. In town, we have problem difference. When I go up to Kiplombe, Kaplalach, Singowet, maybe Kiplombe, Market, the problems are different. Let me start with town, where they are my neighbors, like the place as Kidiva. Kidiva people have been staying there in a lot of problems. Those houses in Kidiva, for example, where they are my neighbors, I can tell you they don't have even toilets. There's a problems. When people want to use those toilets as it is raining now, you have to look for somebody. Yani, it is terrible. Ni wachote mafi na ndoo, umwage outside, so that waone hiyo shimo ndio watoto wakaweze kutumia. As a woman, I feel it. Because when the disease comes, it's the women who go and sleep in the hospitals.
And in fact, as we are talking, there is a breakout of cholera. We have had many cases in Nairobi County and Nakuru County. Could that lead, or how do you see, do we expect something like that in Kiplombe?
It is terrible. It is terrible, and I'm telling you, it can happen. But we are just praying for now. If God can see us through and intervene, I'm telling you, it is terrible, because it can still happen. Even it can be break there.
And as the people of Kiplombe raised concerns to the relevant authorities about that?
For sure, that problem has been there for almost 10 years, as I'm talking now. But nobody has really cared for them.
Okay, Mheshimiwa Gausenta, what is it that you feel like you are going to do for these people of Huruma that pushes you to go for this seat?
Okay. First and foremost, Huruma ward is more of Eldoret CBD. And tribalism is the major problem we have. That is, even if when we are sharing resources, you find that Huruma ward hosts 43 tribes in Kenya. All the tribes, plus Asians, plus even people coming from Congo, Uganda, they all live in Huruma. For real, Huruma needs a leader. And I believe that is myself, who is not tribalistic, who can share resources equally, and who can embrace all these people coming to this town.
Now, you're saying Huruma needs a leader who is not tribalistic. How do you make us believe that you are not tribalistic? Can you expound on that?
First and foremost, I'm a woman. And for us women are mothers. Huwezi amua mtoto wako ataoleka wapi ama ataoa kutoka wapi as a woman. In Kalenjin proverb they say, women we don't have clans. Yes, so I am a woman, I don't have that clan. Secondly, I'm a Kalenjin woman, but married to Western province. So if I could be that tribal, I could not get married to Western province. So I believe I'm not tribal. And by the way, my brother, tribalism comes from your heart. So I know I'm not tribal. I can live with all sorts of people. I can work with all of them. And for the great people of Huruma, this is their chance. If they will elect me, they will not ever regret. Because all these issues of tribalism will be an history in Huruma.
Now, Mheshimiwa Gaudensia, being a nurse, a trained community nurse, and now you are going for this seat, what is it pushing, and what is it that you're feeling that these people of Kapsaus needs it, and it is right with you?
Thank you, Mr. Kemboy. Kapsaus ward is a cosmopolitan ward with all tribes, just like my fellow Mheshimiwa has said concerning Huruma. As a nurse, the current government is talking about free maternity services, of which mothers from Kapsaus ward, they leave Kapsaus ward to go and deliver in Huruma, at West Clinic, which is in Kiplombe, and even others at MTRH, which is a referral hospital. Of which, if we had our own maternity in Kapsaus ward, with the reimbursement of maternity money, we will develop ourselves as a ward from the money that has already been reimbursed. So I'm going to push that we have a fully equipped maternity wing in Kapsaus ward.
When you talk of that, do you want to tell us that there is no any health facility in Kapsaus ward, that you are going just to push for that?
Okay, we have a health center at Kapiemit, and the most recent one is Kapkoros dispensary. They need to be elevated to a level whereby it can cater and provide this kind of services.
So there is no any maternity services within the ward?
There's no maternity. Okay, we have these private facilities, but here we are talking about public facilities, which are empowered to be reimbursed that free maternity money. Yes.
Now, Mheshimiwa Constancia, you've told us you're going to do this. This is the tribalism in Huruma is the one pushing you for this. How are you going to deal with that, given that now you are going for this seat? What are your plans to deal with the tribalism in Huruma ward?
First and foremost, my brother, come August, maybe 20th, I will sit down with all the stakeholders of Huruma town, all of them, and make sure any opportunity that comes to Huruma will be shared equally, provided of your tribe line. It will be shared equally by the people of Huruma. I'll make sure my leadership as an MCA in Huruma, anything called tribalism will be an history, as I've told you.
So we are prepared to see an all-inclusive government.
Exactly. Be ready. And it will be for the first time.
Have you ever raised some concerns since that there was tribalism and all those, or what did you do, thinking that you told us you have been a leader since? Being a leader, what did you do when you saw there is that tribalism thing in the leadership of Huruma?
My brother, you will not do much today if someone else is on the seat. Yeah. Because it takes somebody's heart to do some things.
Okay. Mheshimiwa Pamela, this, the environment of Kiplombe, as you say, it is non-conducive, and you are going for that. How are you going to achieve that, given the population in Kiplombe?
My brother, let me tell you, giving the opportunity, I have been doing that. Those are the jobs that I have been doing. So it is just a continuous thing that I would like to do. You see, sometimes the problem is, if you have been given that chance, you'll do it better. But what I believe is that what a woman can do, what a man can do, a woman can do better. And I believe if I've been given a chance, we have so many vehicles in county assembly. Those trailers, they've been called the trucks. Yeah, use those ones. Go and talk to them so that you make sure the cleanliness is better to avoid even the cholera. And that is my job. When you are an MCA, you are to oversee and to make sure you are the person you want to take care of those people. So you make sure you're on the ground. Even the cleanness. You see, even on my manifesto, I talked about youth, women, clean water, and electricity. So you can't do cleanness. Sometimes when you are not there, no, your hands are tight. You might even need to do it, but you don't have the authority to go to the county.
So you are looking for that platform that you can give those services?
That one, correct. If I've been given the chance and I get for that platform, I'll do it better.
That is good. Mheshimiwa Gaudensia. Now, this health thing, and I see you are concerned much about women, especially the delivery unit of women. What will it happen if they give you that chance and you don't do it?
The electorate will judge me after 5 years.
So you need 5 years to do that?
No, should I not perform it? After 5 years, if I'm elected in now, the electorate will judge me. But I'm not just going there for the sake of it. I want to fulfill what I've pledged to do to my people. Yes.
Apart from the maternity wing and the health facilities that are there, yes, what else are you planning for the people of Caps House?
There's this specific area called Baringo. We have a problem with our roads there. Now that it's raining, the roads are impassable. The drainage system is very poor. Those having a vehicle in some of these areas during the rainy season, it's not luxurious. You may end up just parking your vehicle because coming from right inside there to the highway, it's impossible. So the issue of the roads have to be looked into, grading, putting maram upon those roads, and also the issue of security has been an issue. Because security is not just on the highway, where you find there are street lights all over. But when it comes right inside where people dwell, the security light system is not there. So as much as we have the security lighting system on the highway, we will wish that also the security lights go right inside the community where the people stay.
You know, when you talk of insecurity, it takes me now to the step of unemployment. And because we've seen that unemployment pushes youth to do the unlawful acts. And what are you planning for the youth that are professionals and those that are not professionals, for them at least to earn a living?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kemboy. One of my manifestos is to identify and to nurture talent among the youths. I thank God here in Uasin Gishu is a county of champions. We are smart in athletes, but also football, we'd wish to venture in that route. Yeah, we hear of Wakina Oliech, Wakina Wanyama. Maybe they may not have, maybe, I'm not saying kwamba they did not excel. They may not have excelled in their education, but they had a talent and they're making use of it and it's occupying them and it's earning them a living. So it's the same thing also with our youths who wish to identify and nurture that talent. Besides that, fair distribution of bursaries also plays a major role because education from ECD to Form 4 should be mandatory. At least every child should get that education. Then from there, it will depend with how this young man, how this young woman, which way does he want to take. If they want to continue with their higher education, fine. If they want to measure with their talents, that is very okay. But also at the county level, there are these technical courses which are being sponsored at RBTTI. And if those slots are there, it's good they be fairly be distributed to our youth. Those who get it this time, next year, others will get it. Yes. And then they'll come and self-employ themselves.
Okay. Mheshimiwa Pamela, what are you doing about employment to the professionals and the professionals? Because youth are complaining of unemployment across the board.
Thank you. About youth, it is very important. Being a mother, when you have a youth in your house and is not employed, I'm telling you it is a problem and it is a luggage as a mother. Being a mother, if I've been given that chance, I'm telling you, when you are an MCA, for example, Kiplombe Ward, it used to have an MCA who is minority. And minority leader, if the chance have been given, for example, other MCAs you get 10 chances, the minority will get 15. So for that one, because of Kiplombe, even if it is large, do this, distribute. If you have been given that chance, if you employ, for example, 15 youths, make sure you use the use of them. If another chance be found, let that another use, whatever he is, to employ another one. And secondly, to come and empower those youths as a woman, I know there's a chance. So long as you are inside, there are a lot of opportunities for the youths, a lot of opportunities. And because those jobs were been there, it is because of the proper people who have been elected, not using them. But for me, I'm ready even to support those youths, to make sure they are employed, because the employment is there, and to make sure that they are comfortable where they are.
Mheshimiwa Constancia, what are you going to do with the youth, given that I understand within Uasin Gishu County, the leading populated ward is Huruma Ward? Yeah.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, the youths of Huruma are hard-working young men and women. Most of them come to town because of the migration of urban to rural to urban migration. So you find many youth coming to town from rural areas seeking for a better life. So what I will do, I will just create a good working environment so that if someone wants to work as a shoe shiner, he will have space. Security will be okay. Some young ladies, I came to, by the way, I'm a market vendor. I'm a street vendor to be specific. I came to town just to work as a market vendor. I'm selling gunny bags. And I started as when I was 18 years old. So I came as a youth. So, and I thank God because of those people who invited me and took care of me in town. They gave me a good working environment. Something that I've been doing to many youth who came to town, who are always migrating to town. So I will make sure all the youths, be it border guys, shoe shiners, those washing girls, get good working environment.
And of course, talking about Huruma, I've been hosting different aspirants in Huruma Ward, and they've been talking about two issues. Major issue number one is water, and number two is insecurity. Yeah. What are your plans for that?
First and foremost, this issue of security comes because of lack of employment for our youth, something we have discussed. If these youth can get something to do, mostly self-employment, because I believe in self-employment, because no one can give you white-collar jobs so that easily, maybe because of your qualification or etc. So if these youth today get some spaces to work in this town,
for business,
any business, yeah, for small business, maybe those selling, even hawkers. If hawkers can be given better space to work, I will push for a bill in the county assembly for hawkers to be given, to be identified and be given spaces to work on. Street vendors to be given spaces and to work on that spaces. So I believe if our youth in Huruma gets a better place to work, they will work. They are hardworking young women and men. So I believe in it.
And the issue of water.
The issue of water. I know there is money for Ward Development Fund. I will push for it. Get some money. Drill holes in Huruma that can service the residents of Huruma. And I will die fast. I will not go to Shauri alone, do the power, leave the other part of Huruma. No, I'll make sure I have powers all over, from Kingongo, Spain, towards Shauri.
Remember, this is your tech, and it comes to you live from Hotel Goshen here in Eldoret.